Lego the bird, 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 hey, Lego the.
Yo, people, welcome back to the Fix on Bridge 99 FM. It's your boy Nar here with Ari.
Woo woo!
Very first interview, our very first recording here in the studio. And we have a very special guest in studio with us from Gold Up Music, Raphael.
Bless, yeah. You
See
go,
there?
you're good.
The very first guest that we have on our new home is a white person. There we go.
It's a pleasure, though.
Symmetry. Bless up, though, bro.
Bless.
So, it seemed like you set up shop here in Jamaica. Because I know, say, you fall from France and you're based in Canada.
Yeah.
But you set up shop here in Jamaica from when?
That's correct. So it's been 2 years I moved here. But before that, I used to live in Canada for 6 years, and I was going back and forth here. And then before the corona started, I'm like, no, I really need to. It was going good for us, so I was like, I just need to move and follow my dream. So I'm like, it all makes sense to move on the island to keep working.
You talk about your dream. Tell us more about your dream. How you end up in a dancehall?
Well, that's a long story though, still. But well, so I'm from the countryside of France. Basically, a very small village on top of the mountain.
Which city? What name?
It's called Teen.
Teen,
yeah. Correct.
So I'm not gonna even pretend I know there.
No, it's a very small town, but it's famous for the ski and snowboard and stuff like that. So as I said, like the reggae and dancehall is not our national music there at all. So I grew up listening 90s hip hop, French hip hop too. And then I heard the song, the first song, I knew about Malay before, but the first song that I heard was Sizzla Be Strong. I remember watching a ski movie and then they put the song on the soundtrack and I'm like, yeah, I was not used to that type of vibe. I didn't know what was it, you know?
It was a French ski movie?
Yeah.
And when you say ski, is like going down.
The jump and going up and it. So yeah, and basically I really liked the song and I did my research on my side and then found a bunch of different artists. And I started to like and share with my friends and my friend started to like it too. So then I'm like, I always love music. I was always into music, but I'm like, no, I want to be a DJ. So that's how it happened. I was starting to play at some bar because some of my friends own bars and stuff. I was not even old enough to get to the bar, but everybody know everybody. It's a village, so they make me start to play there. And well, all my friends basically from school start to like the music too.
Yeah.
So it bringing more people, and then I started to play on other side of France. I started to travel and playing music. So that's when I'm like, okay, it's serious. No, I need to really do the things professionally.
So when you're saying that you play music, were you like the official, unofficial dancer DJ, French DJ?
Definitely.
Yeah.
We were a couple of friends, but from where I'm from, I was the only one playing
dancehall and reggae. And then based on your research, like, did you, because you said that your only introduction to our music was reggae music and it's through Bob Marley, but then through that you learned the difference between dancehall, reggae, probably go further into ska and rocksteady.
I know my foundation though. I know everything but rubber-dub, ska, rocksteady and everything. So that's what worked the most in France. It's still reggae. Even nowadays it's reggae. So I didn't know nothing about dancehall back then. Nothing. I was playing reggae, like literally like the Fontaine Moja, I Win, and, this area.
So what was your first dancehall song that you got introduced to? Dancehall song?
Oh, probably Cartel though.
Yeah. Of course.
Of course.
What, you remember the song?
No, I can't tell you exactly, but yeah, I was not into dancehall. To be honest, at first I was like reggae,
Yeah.
and that's what people love to hear there. They like the positivity, the message. It was very big back then for the reggae scene.
So what got you into dancehall?
So after that, I traveled to Australia. And I was just wanted to discover the world, so I started working there and stuff. And then I met other people in reggae too. Because the reggae, you can go everywhere in the world, you will always find somebody in that music.
Wow.
So, you connect straight with the person, and then you make me play at his party, and the party get huge. So, I always travel and play music. And then when I come back to France after my visa done in Australia, I'm like, I want to see more, you know? So that's when I moved to Canada in Montreal for the French part of Canada.
Yeah.
So my English wasn't too bad back then, but I still didn't understand fully the patois and stuff. You know? Still, it was a whole process. I learned patois through the music. You know, listening song clash because I was in song clash business too. So I really learned. And I learned patois through the music.
And I mean, when you went to Canada, I'm assuming Toronto. You find your way into Toronto because that's where most of us are. Most of the Jamaicans are in Canada. So then, how you like? That's where you found your way and say, "Oh, like let me."
So yeah, when I moved, because there's still some Jamaican in Montreal too. The brave one, because the cold, they can't manage the cold. I couldn't manage the cold either. I can't. It was very hard. The winter is very, very hard and long. You know, for 6 months it's like cold.
And you assess it. Can you imagine we?
Yeah, and I'm from the mountain. You know? For me, I couldn't manage neither.
Wow.
So no, and when I went to Montreal, it's the first time I went to a sound system, you know, played by Jamaican.
Yeah.
So I really I was surprised. I was not expecting that, you know, when I see that in the video and stuff that I was watching on YouTube or whatever. But it's really the first time I experienced by myself a sound system.
Wow.
Right? So I'm like, yo, my playlist, because I wanted to play music there too. And I'm like, the playlist I have in my laptop, I can't play that, or I can't just play the warm-up part, you know?
Yeah.
So, and that's really then I went to a lot of different parties and I study. I'm like, okay, they play it or they introduce the songs, like, you know, it's a whole thing. And they play dancehall. And I was not on point at dancehall at that moment.
So was it like when you watch the reaction from like versus when you play a reggae set and then you see the reaction of a dancehall set, like was that one of the things that drew you to dancehall?
Definitely, because I was in song clash too, so I love, you know, you introduce the song good and you get a huge forward. That's the thing I was looking for. And in France it's totally different because it's like the people are there to dance or enjoy themselves. They don't really understand either the language
or even the vibe too, because it's not just
so even if you try to introduce the song properly in French and then you play the song in English, they're not gonna understand the connection between. So when I moved there, I really understood, like, okay, that's so we have to do it. So it took me a while. I really studied like how they was doing the damn thing, and then I started to play in Montreal, and then it was doing good. I get all the bookings. Then that's really when I moved to Jamaica for my first time. To voice doublet and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
The killing song was my thing. We're not a regular foreigner at all.
Yeah, the man said the killing man sound like a secret European agent.
Yeah, bro. I'm undercover, but like, kill sound anytime, any day.
Yeah. I see videos of you do your thing, like even sound the alarm and instead of 2019.
Yeah.
When we see you do your thing and all the crowd lift up, I say,
that was crazy though.
This man I know what I'm do.
No man, and I appreciate that too, because you know most people think that would be just an easy thing and just to play the song, but it seems as if you went deep into research and trying to understand.
And, you know, you see my color, I have to respect, I have to show respect. You know?
No,
but it's true. It's true.
You feel like you have to work harder because like Jamaican audiences are hard to impress.
I have to work harder and know, you know, I have to show that I know music. I know where it's from. I know. I'm not saying I know everything.
Yeah.
But I know what I'm doing. You know?
Yeah. And I think most people, I guess, recognize that too, because I saw a video of you, like, again, that's the same video Nara was referencing, where you introduce it and the energy and vibe, like you would have believed, say, you probably grew up like St. Elizabeth.
I couldn't believe neither.
Like a high color, right? Like, you know, a high color Jamaican, because it seems so connected and it's like the energy even that you bring, because it could have been just like, yeah, may I introduce the song, but you have the energy, the vibe. So who's your teacher? Like, who taught you? Like, who were the people that you look up to?
Myself, though. I don't really have somebody that teach me, okay, you have to do this that way and stuff. As I was going to parties and was watching how they were playing songs.
So even how them introduce it, like, you never see somebody, like, you never see Rory from Stone Over and say, yo, I need to follow Rory.
I was watching, I don't really have a mentor. I was watching the Weddy sitting on YouTube and stuff like that, you know? But it really, when I went at the party, at the dance hall, and just see how them play, and then, you know, I just see, okay, that's cool. I don't want to do like them. I want to do it my own way, you know? But in a real life, like, I'm somebody very introvert. I don't talk much or whatever. But when I step up on the IBA show, I don't know, I felt home. Like I felt like that's where I belong, you know?
Yeah.
So the energy just like I couldn't believe what happened that night. Couldn't.
So after you see the video, I say, I mean that. That's
I have to big up Ibama still because I
Yeah.
really thought it's gonna make me play at the beginning, early,
Yeah.
you know, and I was the last DJ playing before the artist step up. And I see the crowd getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I prepare my set, you know, my speech, my set. And I'm like, no, I can't play what I wanted to play.
Yeah.
So I
Oh.
just freestyle everything.
Because you
Wow.
think say you would have been like playing early.
yeah,
You don't open up the
I
gate
was
them and
prepared
them.
like to play like, you know, a reggae segment. Like,
Yeah.
you know? And then I saw the crowd and like, no, I need to, you know, make
Yeah.
the impact.
Yeah, just
so I
on the
just
fly, just like
freestyle.
that.
Yeah.
So is it because you credit that to just knowing, like being able to see the audience and say, well,
That's the most
I need to
important. You need
change.
to
Like
work
how you
it.
learn to pivot? Because have you ever had an embarrassing situation where you're like, no, where you
Yeah, of
come and play a
course.
set, but you realize that this
Yeah,
is not
yeah,
gonna
it happened. And right before the same year, I play in Bull Bay side, and same thing. I prepare my set. I like to come at the party and be prepared, you know. And then I started to play a song, and the other song was like, no, you can't play that right now and stuff. I'm like, oh damn, so I need to improvise too, you know. But I learned
Yeah.
from my mistake, you know.
Yeah.
I learned from my mistake. But really, this past 2 years since I moved here, I'm focused only on production.
Yeah.
Because of the whole situation, obviously.
Yeah.
Can
So
we
let's
talk
go
about-
into that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy, production. Like, you have a song out right now, Bird, Laa Lee. There's several other works, but it look like Bird and the
Took
song
over.
around the road right now. So tell how you get the link up with Laa Lee. No?
So Laa Lee, I know Laa Lee for years though. I would say around when him dropped What's on Sale. We talked since that day. And then I sent him couple reading before the Bird one.
Yeah.
We record a song. I'm like, oh, it's not it. You know, you feel it. It's not the right
Yeah.
one. You know. And then when we finished that reading, I sent him straight to Laa Lee. Laa Lee answers like, yo, that's it. You know, forward at the studio tomorrow. Went to the studio, record the song. I'm like, yo, it's different, you know, because the rhythm is from South Africa. It's inspired from South Africa,
okay.
Afrobeat.
Okay.
They call that gum. So it's a very type of Afrobeat. It's different than what we used to hear.
Yeah.
And then that's what I like to do with music. I don't have any. I don't want to be in a box. If I want to put a Jamaican artist on a Latino rhythm, why not? You know. So that's it. And the 2 days after that, we shoot the video and we drop the song. And it really happened in like a week. We did everything.
So of you and Zach,
Yeah.
who handles more of the actual beat making side?
So
of things?
Zach do all the rhythm, like 90% of the rhythm. Him do it, and I put everything together. You know, I put the project together. And then once the artist voice the song, what we usually do, we spend time because it's in Canada, it's still in Canada. So we spend a lot of time on the phone to edit the rhythm properly with the vocals and stuff to make it, you know, I like to, when we have the vocals, we work on the song to make sure it's perfect, like it needs to
Mix
be.
and master
Yeah,
properly.
definitely.
So
So,
you're
yeah.
pretty much like the mix and master side of
No, I basically put the project together.
Oh.
He make the rhythm, send the rhythm. I put the artist on it. I do the recording and everything.
Oh, okay.
And then we work with another engineer in Israel to do the mix and master.
Wow.
Because it's very hard to find the whole team to make the thing not perfect. It's never perfect, but we find our team. You know?
So same far from Israel.
Yeah.
It's
Hope
an
another-
international.
I hope another thing that's swindler. Right?
So big up Jordan.
Simon
No,
Levive.
He's the Prince that diamond. But you've worked with several other people. But I mean, you think that is it safe to say that Lego the Bird is your biggest production to date? Yeah.
Definitely.
What do you think is about it? Do you think it about the rhythm, or you think it's Laa Lee?
I think it's a package though, because it's Laa Lee have him own lane first of all,
True.
like he have him own audience, and it's something that kind of missing dancehall right now. The dance part.
Yeah.
You know, you have ding dong and you have ching ching ching, and now Laa Lee have his own way too. So and that's it. And in the song, what make it successful is the dancers. You have 2 dance songs. You have the Monster Boss that did Lego the Bird,
Yeah.
and Pataskeng that did the Deep. So we have basically 2 choreography in one song, and the 2 dancers are very, like, you know, they motivated, they do good. So
Yeah.
without them, the song wouldn't be where it is right now. You really push the song in the street.
True. And then you said push it in the streets though, but like how has the past 2 years like affected you? You said you had to shift from being a DJ of sorts to now into production. But like, you know, how has promoting and doing what you used to do shift since the 2 years?
Well, the production side, it's there's a lot of things to know to make a song successful. It's very a huge package, and you can never know until you drop it, you know, the response that you're gonna have. But what was the question again?
It's like how you shift and pivot, because like even promoting and doing the street work and it's different.
So I still learn, you know, like I'm still networking every day. I met like ZJ Liquid, Johnny Cool, and all of them, and I have the link, and I was talking to them, and I kind of learn also, you know, I study, I learn how it works here, because it's completely different from how we promote songs overseas, and how it works here. It's completely different. So depending on the type of song too, you have to target a different audience. If it's for the street, you need to target the street. If it's something more commercial, then can cross the borders. So you promote the song differently.
I want to know, like, how are you still connected to France, and like, you know, how would you able to translate Lego the Bird to a French audience who's like, what, Lego what?
Well, no, of course France is where I'm from, but as I said, the language in France is very it's what block the process,
right?
First of all, we can't dance in France.
It's a dance.
It's a dance song.
Raphael said it, not me.
I can't. White people can't dance.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. I said it.
I'm busy Paul Pogba doing thing when I'm ready.
I said it. Yeah, I'm good too though. But there's exception, like everything, you know. I can't dance personally, and it's not a lie though. It's a fact, you know.
Yeah.
So
but
dance
then, I mean,
song.
It's a pretty simple song, like Lego Door Dance.
I can't do it. Can't bother. I'll make the people dance. That's enough.
You know, I want to put you to the test. No,
you know, it was in my mind. Say, we can't make him left without a leg of the bird. Like, that's how they
can't.
But you know, I wanted to know, like, we always have this conversation about like even how the songs can travel international and how they can go further. Something just popped in my mind, but you know, you can have a discussion about it. Like, what do you think of dubbing? So, like, have the Laa Lee song, but dub it in French.
Okay,
like, do you think that could work? And you think that would probably pass the boundary? Or, but Despacito don't need to be translated, or even Gangnam Style.
That's
like, you
true,
know, you have
that's
certain
true.
exception that
That's true.
stick to their language. But what do you think we could do differently for Jamaica?
If I need to make the song bust in France with Lego the Bird, I will have to change the rhythm. As you said, we have to change the rhythm because, well, there's always exception, but some song in France play Lego the Bird because, you know, it's like a community still, so people follow what's happening here. So when they play the song, there are people too, like the Lego the Bird there too.
Yeah, they want a real.
But it's not mainstream like playing by the big radios and stuff. It's still underground. You know? So but that's my mission. I really try to bring different influences in my music to be able to like spread it to the world. Like I'm not just doing music here. I need to do both.
Because you've been international. France, Australia, Canada. You have Israel engineers. So it's truly like a multi-continental mission that you're on to try and spread dancehall. Like do you get this respect and the admiration from artists and even producers, artists, DJs, everybody else down here in Jamaica, like them respect goal up? Raphael.
I think they respect me, but it's not something I see, you know. Like producers, we behind the scene basically, you know. I don't think a lot of people know that me produced that song there neither. You know? Because artists, like, you know, it is what it is. It's hard for the producer to have the highlight. I'm not trying to bring all the lights on me, but you know, it's very important for me to have my fan base to be able to when I drop songs, you know, they know it's gonna.
And it's not even
I didn't even know so you produce when me nice.
Me
not drunk. That hear the song there.
No, but I was saying even not just us as fans, but producers and other DJs and dancehall other DJ scratches and other producers, like do they give you the respect and like appreciate and see the love that you have for the culture?
More and more I see it more and more, and when I heard a song on radios and stuff and they say gold up, big up and stuff like that, I feel good, you know. That's where I work for, and I think it's a blessing too, because I barely see anything bad about us. I never really heard or bad story or whatever. You know, we straight to what we do, and we trying to help everybody.
Yeah. I wonder if them did ever like try and scam you and say, well, oh, this white man, I could get some like enough money like that ever happen.
And try. Better than them. You can't trick me.
I don't know about the killings.
Seriously?
No.
Yeah, like
no,
that.
then try, of course. It's not a bad thing, you know.
Yeah.
Then try. They always try. They want to test you. You know, then see if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So if you show them that you know what you're doing, and you know.
Yeah.
So, and the young artists too, I'm trying to tell them all the new streamings in the world, the streaming world, and all the music work right now, because it's totally different.
True.
Well, continue to do the good works, because the people out there seeing it.
We're here working. We're
So
working on an album now.
Yes, I was asking because is Lego the Bird the main thing that you're working on and pushing, or something else? I saw that you said album mode.
Yeah.
That was last week, right?
So we dropped the Lego the Bird remix, no? Because we have a huge fan base in Ghana too. Because we work with Shatta Wale.
Yeah.
And he's one of the biggest artists there.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Every time we go on the road, like
The African
crazy.
cartel.
Yeah. It's massive. So it's a blessing still, because it doesn't want to work with a lot of producers. We choose us for the dancehall. So we work like they love dancehall there. It's massive. That's one of my dream this year is to go in Ghana and go on tour and, you know, work on something there with the artist. So just naturally we have links there. We have links here. I don't want just our music to stay in one place. It has to travel.
Yeah.
So we did a remix with Dope Nation on Lego the Bird. The video is dropping tomorrow. The song is out already.
Yeah.
Was tomorrow's Monday one?
Yeah, tomorrow Monday. So no, it's
And you
cool.
say album, you have an album. So
Yeah.
what's the album about? Like, is it going to be reading compilations?
It's gonna be a compilation with a lot of different genre, a lot of different artists from a lot of different countries.
Songs that are already out or new unreleased
So
project?
not yet. So we're starting to drop the first song we drop from the album gonna be in 2 weeks, March 18. Yeah. So with Kelvin Boy from Ghana and Busy Signal from here. So same thing again. It's another bridge between Ghana and
African and Jamaican connection.
Yeah, I really like to do that. I love both of the culture. So my job as a producer is just to bring every influence that I like in my music. So then we're gonna drop song throughout the year leading to the album, basically.
Okay.
So we have a great team too. Our distributor is Evidence Music from Switzerland. So it's another piece of the puzzle.
Wow.
But it was hard. It took me years to really have the team and the energy. You know, I work with energy. So if we have a good vibe and I see that you're doing the work, as much as I work, I want you to work as hard as I do. If we do that, the energy gonna be up and good things gonna come.
So Evidence Nation, is he versed in dancehall, like, or him just not for just distribute music, that's it, or him have a special understanding of what it is to distribute?
Definitely, he knows. He's a friend from high school days. We used to play in my song Manto. So we used to play song together back then. Was a while back in Switzerland. And then he started to build his label.
Okay.
Right. I did mine a couple of years after, but he was already there, and he saw that there is something missing for the reggae and then sold in Europe in terms of structure and distribution. So he saw that I was doing something and stuff. He just called me and he's like, bro, like we should do it together. You know? I was working with a lot of different distributor. That's why I really try a lot of different options until I find the perfect one. You know? So the energy is perfect, and they're really studying all the new strategy to drop music and stuff, you know. They tell me to like, I need to put more music on YouTube, or it takes minimum 3 to 4 weeks before dropping a song, time to pitch it properly on the playlist.
Okay.
A lot of different strategy, you know. So they teach me a lot, and they're always up to date with what's going on right now and what we need to do. So it's great because they give me ideas. It's not something like it's the first time a distributor do that for us.
Yeah. So
they really work hard on their side. And then growing too, it's a young label and distributor, you know. But we're growing together, and the energy is perfect.
So we have a release date for the album?
Gonna be middle of October.
Okay. This October?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This year, yeah.
All right, shout out. Tell the people them can find the social media. No?
Yeah, you can link me up on Instagram. It's Gold Up Music. And then same thing for Twitter. You have YouTube. It's Gold Up. We everywhere. Just check Gold Up. Even on TikTok. We're trying TikTok too now.
We too.
We have to though. That's where it is now.
Yeah.
It's massive. It's massive. But yeah. And that's it. Instagram Gold Up Music, and we're.
All right, people. Gold Up. It's the fix. Stay tuned for more of the fix on Bridge 99 FM.